Hello and welcome to Busy Babies with Miss Mary. I'm Miss Mary. Today is all about mess. So I have 3 different messy activities for us to do with our babies. So the first one is going to be edible finger painting. So I just have some plain yogurt here that I put in different cups so we can make different colors. I'm just going to add a few drops of food coloring. And you can use this kind of food coloring, you can use natural food coloring, anything like that. That's safe for babies. One more. And I just used about 2 tablespoons or so of the yogurt and put them into these little cups. You don't have to do it this way. You could just put it directly onto this pan that I'm getting ready, like a pan that I'm getting ready to use. Or you can separate them out so that they can pick their colors. But so you'll see that this one has turned a very nice red. We'll have some blue. And you can also have your kids mix this up themselves if you want to. And we'll have some yellow. And then you'll want to use a cookie sheet like this or something similar to contain the mess, but also this one isn't really an art piece you're going to save, and it also doesn't stick very well to paper. So you can just have them, you can pour some out for them. They can take some of their finger and they can draw on it, or you can scoop it like this. And that will give them lots of different ways to play, and then they can just paint all over. So our second one is all about making pretty bubbles. And here I just have a container full of water, and I'm going to add some dish soap and some food coloring. And then you can have your kids stir this up on their own. So it's really fun to watch the colors move around in here. And then you can tell them to move it faster. If you have multiple kids, you can have them all do it at the same time and see how fast they can make bubbles. But you can use anything that is like a mixer like this. And you can try different ways of making the bubbles. And once it's all mixed up, you can add more dish soap to get some really thick bubbles in here, and then you can use things like this and kind of like and pull it out and have bigger bubbles. Now obviously I don't have enough bubbles to do that, but at home if you want to do that you can. And you can try it out with different things in your kitchen. You can use slotted spoons, any kind of like the pasta spoons that have the holes in the middle, anything like that, to really just give your kids more things that they can try and test out. And it's all about just processing, making bubbles, and having fun making rainbow bubbles. You can also have multiple bins and have different colors in them, and then once your bubbles are really thick, try and transferring them over and to see if you can make a rainbow and things like that. So now for our last messy activity. This is also an edible activity. It probably won't taste very good, but if they do ingest it, it's not going to hurt. So all this is edible mud, and I just used some cocoa powder and some flour. I used 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of cocoa powder, and then about 4 cups of water for a container about this size, and then just stirred it all up. And what's really fun is that you get all kinds of like this fun texture in here from the flour and cocoa powder clumping together. And then you also have this like more watery section, and you can add farm animals or any kind of toys or anything like that. And this is just a fun sensory bin that's a little bit messy, and you don't have to worry about them eating what's in it because it's not going to harm them. Thank you so much for joining us on Busy Babies.